So I've been asked quite a few times what my Vanguard tank is wearing for cosmetic items, so I wanted to make a short video to show you guys the different gear that I'm wearing that makes up this outfit. It's one of the few that I've actually taken a fair bit of time to work on. Without further ado, let's take a look and see what we've got. So the legs and the boots are the Meteor Brawlers. We've got Remnant Dreadguard's Warrior Belt, gloves, and then Remnant Dreadguard's helmet. These are all obtainable from the heroic crates. I believe that's how I got all of mine. Most importantly, the gun is kind of what I think is one of the best highlights of this, is the Interstellar Regulator's Blaster Dorn Rifle. So this one is a very nice looking rifle if you ask me. I like especially with the size of character I have on. And quite importantly, this one comes with a laser pointer. And then to give it that nice finished look, this is pretty expensive, but I have a holographic weapon tuning on there. Currently with the advanced black blue crystal. I also did like the red was reasonable, and the black orange I thought was also a pretty cool look. Sadly, the preview doesn't show those properly, or I would show it to you right now what that looks like. The other thing is you can get a very, very similar rifle with a different skin. It's easier to obtain, it's only a bronze item, the Interstellar Regulator Blaster Rifle Crush. This is another version you can get without the laser pointer. I believe there is another version of this one with the same skin without the laser pointer, but I can't really remember. I'm sorry about that. Now you might have noticed that I skipped one important thing, the chest piece, which has all of the dies to it, and there's a very good reason for that. So unidentified armor, so it's a dark blue and gray dye module that we are wearing with this set. It just looks different in this preview window than it looks actually on the character there. So that's interesting. Because this chest piece is so hard to find, I did a little bit of research for you guys, and I found a few different variants of it. So we've got Force Champions. I'm not 100% sure where this drops. It says Galactic Command Crate Tier 3. That's not in the game anymore. Veteran Elder Blade Republic. Random drop from Champions Elites on Hoth. You have to be below the level cap of the planet, I assume, for this to drop, because that's how gear works now with planetary gearing and level sync. So it's probably something I picked up while I was on a planet such as Hoth when I was still low enough level not to be level synced. Sith Blade Master, it also shows up in this set. Maelstrom Prison Story Mode is apparently where you can get it. Not sure what the chances are of getting it anymore. And then we've got Heavy Force, World Drop, item level 276. And, just not too certain where exactly you're going to find this. Wasn't too specific. And then I found Ancient Paragon. This one is very similar, but just gaudier. Yes, would be a way to say. It's got, I don't know exactly how the colors are going to work once you stamp with a die. It says a random drop from Champions Elites on Belsalvis, Voss, and Corellia. And then a Blade of Resonite Republic. Technically, this can be crafted by a Synthweaver, so this might be one of your better choices, is to look for somebody who's been a Synthweaver for a long time and ask them if they have the recipe to make this set for you. So that's what I'd suggest. Or you could go back somewhere like Hoth with a character who's not level capped yet for that planet, and you could try and farm it that way. Don't really know if it drops many other places. As you can see, the textures on the chest are pretty low. So this is definitely a bit of an older piece, and it's not necessarily that recent. So I've also got a few that you can get from the Synthweaver Trainer that I wanted to showcase as well, as these are currently things that you can craft. So there is this one. It's not the same. It's definitely quite a bit different. I think it's very interesting though, nonetheless. Definitely have a lot of a lighter color on it, but it's definitely something someone might be interested in. I feel like it doesn't quite fit though. Can't really find a dye module that really speaks to me that well with this one. I just find there's way too many light areas that you can't dye. So again, this is the Veda Force Expert Testament. Here's another one. It's definitely not the same. It's a very different look. But, if we go ahead and put that dye pack on there, we do get a really nice dark color coming out of that cape and that butt cape, whatever you want to call it. So potentially it's an option. It's a little bit simpler. It doesn't have quite the same armor look to it. And especially in the back there, it doesn't have those pieces. It looks a little more padded as a result. And the last one that I picked out was the Fine Silk Aegis vestment. Aegis. So this one, it does have a little bit of kind of this metal detail in here. Is again, it's a bit of that lower texture. It doesn't have the shoulder pads, which is one thing that I don't like. Pretty low quality. It does have a little piece on the back there, though. Those colors play nicely with my holographic weapon tuning color. Or so the dyeing just there's so much of this just stays brown. I'm very disappointed that you can't dye more of this. That's definitely the biggest downside of this one, I would say. And it really doesn't make it very useful for the look that I've got going on. So there you go. There are a lot of different alternatives or potentially finding the exact same item. If you do find anything that is this same one that you can obtain somehow in-game with higher textures than this current version, because I hate how this chest piece right here doesn't have good textures, please let me know because I would love to be able to get my hands on it. As always, have a great day.